Last weekend I drove up to the Highlands to stay in an off-grid tiny house located in the woods of the Inshriach estate. When you first turn up on the estate, you park at the farmyard and you're given a wheelbarrow to cart your belongings through several fields to the bit of woodland where the tiny house, aka the bothy, is located. After you've about had a heart attack from carting that wheelbarrow up the hill, you're greeted with your first look at the tiny house, which makes it all worthwhile. The house is pretty much surrounded by trees on every side, and all you can hear are the peaceful sounds of the birds chirping, the wind rustling the leaves, the nearby river, and your heart beating through your chest from wheelbarrow-induced panic. Inside, things are quite basic, but I prefer the term rustic. First of all, you have a wood-burning stove, which is the lifeblood of this place, a little basket for storing the logs, and if you need more, there's a wood store at the bottom of the hill, although if you take any of them, you're encouraged to throw some coins into the honesty pot. You can also use the honesty pot to buy one of these little greeting cards of the house. The kitchen's pretty simple and it's just used for preparing and storing all of your food related items. There's actually nothing to cook with in the kitchen because you do all of that using the wood burning stove. There's also no running water in the house, so instead you get these 3 big old jugs which you can fill up using the drinking water tap in the nearby field. After filling up the water in this clip, I actually had a sneaking suspicion that there might have been some ticks in the long grass. I rolled up my sleeve when I got back to the house and sure enough found one before it managed to bite me. So you could say I have a ticked sense. If you can't handle the big jugs, you can dispense your water using this little tap gadget. Under the dinner table bench seat there are 2 storage sections. The first one has some candles and Scrabble if you fancy having an argument with your partner, and the second storage section houses all of the solar power equipment, but unfortunately the solar power doesn't really work. The owner, Walter, told me that something's always going wrong with it, and that kind of surprised me because I've been thinking about building an off-grid tiny house myself, and solar power would have been my go-to solution for power, as I kind of thought that would be straightforward, but it turns out that that isn't the case at all. So with no power in the bothy, I had to use my little portable battery bank to charge my phone and camera, and at night I would just use these little candle lamps that were strung up throughout. Also, for a little life hack, I found out you can point a torch at the water jug to create a makeshift lamp. In the other corner section, there's a long wooden table which you can use as a computer desk or as a place to really concentrate on your artwork. Upstairs, or up ladder, you have the bed. It's quite a cozy place, but I found that with the heat rising from the wood burning stove, it gets really stuffy up there at night, so to combat that I would just open this window here and sleep with it open all night. Speaking of windows, every window inside the bothy gives you a really peaceful green view. The majority of the windows also have these wooden shutters, so if you want to get up to any kind of mischief, you can use those. As I said before, there's no running water inside the bothy, so you're probably wondering, what's the toilet and shower situation? Well, here it is. About 30 seconds away from the bothy, you have this composting toilet, although from what I gathered, composting is just a fancy way of saying hole in the ground. Inside the toilet there's a big window so you can take in the views, but unfortunately it's two-way glass, so everyone else can also take in the views. As for the shower situation, I'm going to let the following clips show you what that involves. This next section is called The Struggles of Being 5'7", although ladies, I'm 5'8" when I'm wearing shoes. In addition to the novel showering procedure, the tiny house comes with access to a trailer that has been converted into a sauna. Again, with a wood-burning stove and views out towards the trees and nearby river, it's all very peaceful here. Overall, this weekend stay was a very interesting experience, but I've found that I'm just not cut out for off-grid living. I really need access to a quick hot shower, and this will probably sound weird, but I really missed having cold drinks. I love having ice in my drinks, but there's just no way to do that off-grid. I know you can make hot drinks using the stove, and a lot of people will like that because it's quite novel and adds to the cozy vibe, but I have to confess I don't like hot drinks. I've never had a cup of tea or a cup of coffee in my life, so that doesn't really do anything for me. Sorry if that revelation ruins your day. I'm not getting paid to say this, but if you want to book the bothy for yourself, I'll leave a link down below, and if you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate you taking a second to leave a like, as I'll have more of these kinds of videos coming soon. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.